Javier Lobby. Hope y'all having a good Tuesday. Finna get this party started. Hope y'all having a good one. Me myself, now Javier Javier. I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Y'all make sure y'all drop a comment when y'all in the house. Hit a like button. And tonight we back at doing some reaction videos to small YouTubers, right? Not necessarily small YouTubers, but small YouTubers who make music, who may not get enough shine time or may not have the opportunity to get the exposure that they're looking for. So I have a few people who reach out to me and they wanted me to do reactions to their videos. And sometimes I get people who recommend videos for me to react to, and they may not have 500,000 views or something of that sort. So I do my best to give my reactions because I think everybody deserves a chance, right? Everybody deserves a chance. And I pride myself on being honest about what people bring to the table when it comes to their music. And I want to give them productive feedback. Tell them if they're really awesome, tell them if they're really horrible, or if they got a few areas to work on, right? So we, as Hobby Lobby, we're going to do this together. We're going to watch these music videos, and I'm going to give my Hobby Lobby ranking on these songs as I would any independent artist or any big artist that I do reaction videos to. And I mean, you got to love it, right? So welcome to the chat, everybody. Make sure y'all drop a comment or something like that. Hit the like button. Let me know y'all in the building. And, of course, I'll be reading comments as we go along and, answering some questions and things like that. Y'all make sure y'all give me y'all feedback on the music that I'm listening to as well, because I really definitely want to know what y'all think as well. My opinion isn't the only one that matters. So the first song that I got on my playlist today is going to be from an artist called Tay Sims. And the name of this song is called Celebration. And this one is actually featuring a few other people. Julie, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, One Voice, and Angel 7. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this up here and we're going to see how it goes. I'm interested to see how it plays out. What's up, Walsy? I see you. Appreciate it. Much love, brother. Much love. Thanks for watching. All right, so this one is from Tay Sims, Celebration. Let's see what we got. Celebration. I got a bar for every rapper that
I'm talking now, but I celebrate. The definition of true love for me would be like God's love for us, God's love for you, and God's love for me. Like he loves us like more than we could ever.
All right, so this is definitely a religious song, which is cool, which is awesome. Don't mind that. Okay, so as far as the black and white imaging that I'm seeing right now, this is my honest opinion on this, right? I think if you're working with a very low budget, sometimes it's better to like do little tricks with the camera so that people can't pick up on the flaws of it. And I'm not sure if this is low budget or not, or something is intentional, but we'll see.
God's love for you and God's love for me. Like he loves us like more than we could ever imagine.
Celebration, we on top, yeah, we made it. Feeling like the greatest, it's a celebration. Feel the love, just embrace it. And not to fake it, it's a celebration.
I'ma have fun. A long time since asking shorty, can I get a hug? I stepped up when I felt that heavenly tug. Still will get down when you watch that meme up. First feature, you might hit a fear me, but I'm in control of my energy, you goofy.
Okay, all right. So I'm not sure which one is Tay Sims. I've seen a female on here. I'm guessing that's probably Angel. And I'm seeing this guy right here. I'm not sure if this is Tay Sims or if this is one of the other artists featuring on the track. But okay, so when it came to the visuals so far, visuals are not matching up with the words. So the words are not necessarily matching with the artist's mouth movement. And you can clearly tell that he's lip singing. And most artists, if not all artists, of course, are lip singing during their music video. But it shouldn't be obvious. So that's one critique that I would throw out there from the very beginning. But as far as the bars go, I'm going to rewind. I'm going to start back to finish his verse to make sure I'm hearing his flow and see how good he is.
Just embrace it, and not to fake it.
I'ma have fun. A long time since asking shorty, can I get a hug? I stepped up when I felt that heavenly tug. Still will get down when you watch that meme up. First feature, you might hit a fear me, but I'm in control of my energy. You goofies, try me. Are you kidding me? You pump fake, you ain't no kidding me. Real MC, hand me that pen and see how the anointing over me make the demons flee. I woke up and realized I'm what they fear. A man that obey God no matter what I see.
Okay, all right. All right, so he has a nice voice. I think he has a good voice for hip hop. I think he can use that to his advantage. The guy who just got finished rapping, right? I think he can really, really. It's a very smooth voice. It's not a very aggressive voice. Um, it's smooth, and you can play on that, but you got to make sure that your energy and your vibe and your image matches your flow. And I would say work on that and get those two in sync. When it comes to the bars itself, uh, most of the bars wasn't landing for me. I understand the message and what he was saying, but it didn't do anything for me. It didn't strike me anywhere to where I was like, "Oh, that's a bar." All right, there. And I see it's about to transition into another artist or something of that sort, or maybe back to the hook. But we'll find out and see where it goes. It seems like he's been listening to the track while shooting video, though. It's possible, it's a learning curve. And I'll look at the stats on this video and let y'all kind of know exactly where he at when it comes to his size. But let's continue and see how this transitions.
You pump fake, you ain't no kidding me. Real MC, hand me that pen and see how the anointing over me make the demons flee. I woke up and realized I'm what they fear. A man that obey God no matter what I see.
Okay, that was a horrible transition. Very horrible transition.
I woke up and realized I'm what they fear. A man that obey God no matter what I see.
Yeah, I told my homies, hey, look that we made it. And we just aiming for the top, ain't no hesitation. Came up from nothing and I swear I didn't have to fake it. It's a celebration.
All right, so I can clearly see that the audio on this is not mixed and mastered to perfection. It comes off that way, but as far as like you can rap, I can tell that you can rap. And I'm gonna rewind it. I can tell you can rap. I wish the audio was better, but overall, I'm thinking that there's potential here.
Yeah, I told my homies, hey, look that we made it. And we just aiming for the top, ain't no hesitation. Came up from nothing and I swear I didn't have to fake it. It's a celebration. Yeah, I got my eyes open. They watching on me, but I'm still doing what I do, so who's spotting on me? Shout out to my ex. She knows she the best, cause ever since she left, I ain't been up.
All right, so so what I would say is you would want to put some ad libs into the background of the song. I don't think that you want the female to be singing the whole time while you're rapping. I think that it kind of interrupts, especially with the audio being where it is. I think that having the female take a break and maybe have her do the singing kind of behind the hook, and that will probably be more preferable. And maybe a few times she can come in and sing, but throughout the whole verse, you don't want her to be singing. And I think you're doing a pretty good job rapping. Definitely room for improvement. Whichever one this is, I'm assuming this. I don't know which one is who. So.
Plotting on me. Shout out to my ex. She knows she the best, cause ever since she left, I ain't been nothing but blessed yet.
Shout out to his ex though.
Cheer, congratulations, it's a celebration. All I went through was preparation. I'm chosen, destined for greatness. Nothing without God, adios to Satan.
Okay, so all right, same problem here with her coming in. Still a lot of singing going on in the background. It's kind of coming in conflict with her actual, verse. I just think that y'all should really consider dropping that. If y'all want to redo the song, I think y'all should really consider dropping all of that. You know what I mean? Just my opinion. Just my opinion on that part. But let's see. Rewind.
Here, congratulations, it's a celebration. All I went through was preparation. I'm chosen, destined for greatness. Nothing without God, adios to Satan. Healing all these souls, all I got is patience. No more waiting, it's my time, it's my season. My purpose is the reason, loving all of God's creation. Don't worry, cheers to the Most High, it's a celebration. Yeah.
All right, so she didn't do bad. She didn't do bad. She sounds like there's no uniqueness in her voice to let me know that she's distinguished from another female artist. She might want to work on, creating a more unique sound. That way it stands out from other female artists, something that really puts a little spin on the singing to, really fit her. Now, I like the message of the song in general. I like the message of the song in everybody's verse. I think that this is a great song for religious people, people who need some uplifting, and people who are, want to give praise and celebrate and give thanks. And I think that it's definitely sticking to the subject, which I appreciate and I like. As far as the female artist goes, I'm a little, how can I say it? I'm a little iffy about the female's image because she's wearing some short shorts, so like she could easily be in a Nicki Minaj video wearing what she's wearing in that outfit. And I'm not trying to like sexualize her or anything of that sort. It's just it doesn't scream gospel vibe to me on her image. I don't get the gospel vibe from how she's dressed. Looks good though, I tell you that. She looks good, but just doesn't come off as you would see a gospel artist, in my opinion.
Don't worry, cheers to the most high. It's a celebration.
Yeah, it definitely needs a hook. Definitely needs a hook. If you're gonna have all these artists on here, you need some kind of breakaway. I get that you had a lot of people on it, but screw it. Make a 5-minute song. Make a 5-minute song. It needs a hook. If the background singer came in when his verse ended and the beat stopped, it would have been cool. I agree with that. Yeah, everybody is kind of like shoehorning themselves into the next person, like at the end of the other person's beat. I mean, in the other person's verse, and it kind of becomes a conflict of interest in the song, in my opinion. And y'all make sure y'all give me a super chat if y'all feeling gracious tonight. There's plenty of ways to donate, so definitely do that.
Celebration.
Now, I think the singing on this part is cool. I like the contrast between the guy and the female singing at the same time. I think that's a good touch. I did very good on that part.
It's time to celebrate.
It's all coming full circle. Celebration make purpose of the people that hurt you. You threw a pass, so I'ma dunk it. I got a purpose, and nobody can touch it. Life is a test, and sometimes I fuck it. Yeah, oh, I'm talking now.
All right. Like I said, this guy has a voice. He has a voice. Not using it to your fullest potential. Your bars can be much tighter. You can find better ways of saying what you're saying, landing those punchlines, and it can still be centered around God and what you're trying to accomplish. But like your bars seem half baked. Like you wrote, but you didn't try to hone your craft. You just wrote what you thought sounded good, but you didn't take the time to realize that you also want to impress people while you're rapping. And I think that you're kind of missing that.
Nobody can touch it. Life is a test, and sometimes I fuck it. Yeah, oh, I'm talking now, but I celebrate, cause God gave me a second chance like Taylor Bennett. Shout out to her, but I ain't just been 4 minutes of hell without.
Yeah, some of your rhymes are not even landing on the end of the bar like it's supposed to.
Jesus, I was dead or in a cell. He posted my heavenly veil, so I worship in the pit. I yell. I'm stronger when my plans fail. I'm just getting started. I got a story to tell about a young chubby dude who realizing his worth. I'm hyped, no need for a perk. This for the people who only say amen when Meek Mill say church. I got a bar for every rapper that learned.
I think a good thing is incorporating other artists and other people into your music definitely is a plus. I'll definitely give you that. Mentioning other artists and other people in your rhymes and trying to make some kind of reference, I think it can only help you. Just don't overdo it, but it can only help you. And I think that was pretty smart. Just tighten your rhymes and make sure your bars are landing on point at the end of each bar. And I think you could really, really get much better.
Feeling like the greatest celebration. Feel the love, just embrace it. Didn't have to fake it. It's a celebration. We don't stop, yeah, we made it. Feeling like the greatest. It's a celebration. Feel the love, just embrace it. Didn't have to fake it. It's a celebration.
I can tell you, right? Like for a gospel audience, I can tell you that this female is bringing temptation. I'm just being honest. She's bringing temptation. She's she looks like she's very attractive, and I just think that it can be a distraction. And I don't say that religious women can't be attractive. It's just realize who your audience is and who you're trying to sell it to and how they're going to receive it. And you got to images. I think in today's time, especially today's time, image is probably like 80% of whether people actually become your fans or not. And your audience wants to feel as if, you understand that your image speaks to them. And I'm just telling you, this female is bringing temptation. All right. So, you know what? I give you this. I really like that beat, right? And the message of the song was cool, right? Now, the images and the visuals didn't necessarily line up perfectly to the name of the song and the message of the song, right? The visuals, I could have taken those visuals and put them anywhere on any other song, and it's not really speaking to the message of the song. I think that the visuals could have been, if you're gonna go with the black and white scheme, it can work, especially if you're trying to work with limited cameras and in your experience with it. It can work, but when you're talking about a celebration, you want to show images and like visuals that really make people want to celebrate. Really makes people want to celebrate. And I just didn't get that from that song. You seem like I had a good time though. So I'm gonna get y'all a hobby lobby ranking. And Tracy, what's up? I see y'all. So I'm gonna give you a hobby lobby ranking. When it came to the beat, I thought the beat was really good. I think I can't criticize that beat. There were certain moments in the beat that I feel like y'all wanted to drop it and bring it back in and do little different things with it. I don't know if you made this beat yourself or somebody else made it for you. What's up, Isaac? Welcome to the building. And I think that the beat was the best part about the song. I think I'm going to give that beat a strong 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. I think that's really good for that beat. When it came to the bars, like the message, like what you were talking about, didn't execute it as well as you could have. There were some strong moments, and then there were a lot of weak moments. I'm going to give the bars on this one a 3 out of 10. A 3 out of 10, and that's a weak 3 out of 10. There's a lot of improvement that needs to be made. When it came to the visuals, I'm a little less harsh on visuals because I know that small artists don't have the whole spectacular. And sometimes people try to grade the visuals based on what they see in like people who've been doing it for years and years and have big following and big money. So I don't want to grade it on such a harsh scale. But when it came to the visuals, I think I'm going to give the visuals a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Overall ranking for the song, I think I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 10 on this song. That's your Hobby Lobby ranking. If you got more songs and you want me to do a reaction in the future, I'm definitely willing to do so. Just make sure that, you hone your craft, work hard at trying to execute some of those things and get a lot of feedback from different people. Now, I put everybody links in the description below. So in this video, there are going to be links. So if y'all want to go check out these artists and their pages, if y'all want to give them a subscribe, if y'all want to, show them love or give them some critique on their videos, then you can go find it in the description below. So always do that. And look, it's good to show support, especially if somebody's working hard and trying to, make something out of themselves. So the next song that I got on my list, we're going to roll right into the next one. You know what I mean? Yeah, it did have potential, David. Definitely have potential. The next song that I'm going to roll into here, let's see what I got. All right. The next song I'm going to do, since I got Isaac Mather in the building, I hope I'm saying your name properly. I'm going to bring as Isaac Mather. It's called Bury Myself. And now a little background story. Isaac reached out to me through email and he wanted me to give a reaction to his song. Isaac is someone who, suffers from Tourette syndrome. I want to make sure that I'm getting this right. All right. So this song is concerning his Tourette syndrome and the thing that he struggles with on a day-to-day basis. His bio under the video says, this video portrays a true story of an event that happened to me because of my Tourette's syndrome. I really hope this video impacts many people who feel the same way I do. We all know the feeling of shame and we all know when it's like to not fit in and want to. So I hope this lets you know that you are not alone. That's a strong message, and I really like that message. And I went and read his about page on his YouTube channel, so y'all definitely go check it out. I think this brother is very inspirational, just from the little bit that I know about him. Just from the very little bit that I know about him. Okay, I'm glad I'm saying it right. So I got Isaac in the building. So you finna get your reaction right now. What's up, Anthony 911? Tracy in the building. I see all of y'all. All right, let's get this party started. These events you are about to witness are caused by Tourette syndrome.
How's it going? All right. No, Big Apple guy. I don't get lost.
Just sit wherever we want.
Yeah, let's get that. We did a pretty good time. Yeah, right here's good. Excuse me. Whew.
Everything okay over here? Hi, is there anything to drink I can give you all?
Can I get a water?
I'll take a water, please.
Everything okay over here?
Yeah, can I get a picture of sangria?
Yes, sir.
Picture of sangria. Interesting. I wonder what their problem was.
This is chill, bro. All right.
That's kind of rough.
All right, for those of you who don't know, Tourette syndrome, I want to make sure I get it right? So I don't want to describe it wrong. So I'm going to look it up, make sure I get it right. Okay, so Tourette syndrome is a neurological condition that causes unwanted involuntary muscle movements and sounds known as tics. So it basically causes a person to, make noises or say certain things. And it's involuntary. So it can be very, 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 it can be very hard to live as somebody with Tourette syndrome and, being about in public with other people because, you suffer from this condition. And, we live in a day and age where not a lot of people are very understanding of people's different conditions and things of that sort. So this is what's going on in the background. He's having these outbursts, and apparently the people sitting behind him, they're bothered by it or some sort. And this is a long intro, but I think it's necessary to kind of get the context of why he made the song. And I think he did a good job trying to express that in the bio of the music video.
This is chill, bro. All right.
That's kind of rough. All right, I'm gonna hit the bathroom.
All right. Now you can bump all you want, kid.
That's crazy.
So this guy decides to walk back to his table and tell him he can do that all he wants, right? So he had to go back and be a jerk about it. And instead of just going to a different table and deciding to eat his dinner or whatever, he had to go back and literally say some rude words back to him.
Yeah, something I even told you. Cause I'm so scared of your view, what they think, how they gonna notice. That's a real issue for you, ain't it, Isaac? Keeping it quiet, they might think that I'm different. Something I never liked, makes me think cause you're running high. I ain't gonna do it, gotta just look past and push through it. But I really can't cause...
All right, so I'm getting, hear me out, I'm getting NF vibes from this, right? I'm getting NF vibes from it. Like, I think what I'm getting from it, like, this is not one of those songs like, I'm going to show you how great I can just stun or anything. That's not what the song is about. This song is like, you feel the frustration in his voice. I don't know if this is his rap voice on a typical basis, but there's some frustration there in the voice, and it's coming through in his voice, and I kind of dig it, and he seems to be doing good coming off right into the rap.
Quiet, they might think that I'm different. Something I never liked, makes me think cause you're running high. I ain't gonna do it. Gotta just look past and push through it. But I really can't cause it's so obvious. Got people staring at me, what's the problem, man? I wanna be invisible cause I feel so ridiculed when I'm around anybody, man, that's real. Get a load of all those looks. Eyes on me like I'm an open book.
All right, so I think if you're gonna listen to this song, I think you need some headphones. Like, I hear what you're saying. It could be a lot higher. The pitch could be a little higher so people can make sure they're hearing everything that you're saying. But so far, I'm liking the visuals on this. Very clean, very nice visuals. I really do like this. And I feel the tone. I feel the tone. You're coming across with that tone.
It's real. Get a load of all those looks. Eyes on me like I'm an open book. Can't get used to how they point and laugh at my face. Can I heal from this pain? This pain. Bury myself in this hole. I just want help from my soul. Can we still no control of myself? When they make fun, I just go laugh it off. But it really hurts deep down. They don't care though. When I drown in every joke, making fun of my sounds.
Yo, you okay? So, like I said, I still feel like your words can be a lot clearer, but you know what you're doing. Lyrically, you know what you're doing. And yo, the beat is dope. I think the beat is really, really dope. And I hear like the moaning sound in the background. It's definitely a vibe, right? I definitely get a vibe from this. And yo, I'm just gonna say you're not doing bad so far. You're not doing bad so far. Your visuals are up there. Like your visuals are top tier, I think.
Really hurts deep down. They don't care though. When I drown in every joke, making fun of my sounds. Could you ever give me just a minute where I can feel safe to let it all out of my system? Tell me that you care and that you got my back. How you people I didn't even know say that? I guess you don't understand. Don't ever tell me to grow thick as skin. I hate it when they pretend and they don't get hurt by something I said. Words are the deepest wounds that you can get. They last forever and dig farther in. Till you collapse and you hide them again. They like to haunt you and make you depressed. Don't ever say something that you regret. Can't be used to how they point and laugh at my face. Can I heal from this pain? This pain. Bury myself.
Yo, I love that part where they say "bury myself." I like that part, bro. That's a good sound right there. Like that, definitely right there is a good sound. Like it, if you're trying to get apart, like if you're trying to get across the point that you're trying to get across, you're definitely gonna get across. And the beat is really nice. That hook part when you say "bury myself," like that's golden, right? That's golden. I think you're doing a really, really good job. Like overall, like I say, there are words and like the overall words and the clarity of everything that you're saying is better with headphones on. It might be a little hard to understand everything you're saying when somebody's playing it on their phone or something of that sort. But with the headphones right directly in the ear, I can hear everything. But I know that it will be a little harder to pick up for other people listening in other ways. But I'm really vibing with it. I produce, mix, and master all my music too. Kudos to you, bro. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. Tracy said you got a catchy beat. Catchy beat. Awesome. Let's finish this out. Let's rewind 10 seconds. Let's go to the home run.
Can I heal from this pain? This pain. Bury myself in this hole. I just want help from my soul. Can we still no control of myself from people?
I can even hear the shovel going in the dirt. I like that. I like that. Oh man. Isaac Mather, everybody. Isaac Mather. You can't You can't knock it, right? You cannot knock it. Okay, so like I said, everybody, the links is in the description. Y'all want to go check out the song. Y'all want to go check out his audio visuals for yourself. You want to go do that? Do that. Definitely go show the man some love. Now, I'm going to give a Hobby Lobby ranking. I'm going to tell you my honest opinion, right? Okay, so the beat, I'm impressed. That like I think that beat was really, really good. Really good. And I have no complaints about that beat. Like, I really think that beat deserves an 8.5. Strong 8.5 out of 10. Kudos to you for that. Kudos to you for that. Now, when it came to the visuals, bro, I can't lie. I think you executed the visuals perfectly. I think the only issue I had, and it might have just been by default, I think your intro was a little too long, but I think it was necessary to get across what was going on. And I think anybody walking into your music video already understanding what you're trying to get across will be patient enough to get the message. So I'm not knocking you too hard for that. But there are some people who are going to see that your intro before any music start playing is like a minute long or something of that sort, and probably click on a different song. So you want to be careful with that. But I really can't complain too much about the visuals. I think the visuals, to me, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I think your visuals stuck to what your song was about, even with you digging the grave. And it was such clarity. Whatever you did, whoever shot this video for you, if you did it yourself, had great camera work and knew what they were doing. So definitely, you got it. Kudos to you for that. When it came to the bars for me, like I said, could have been higher, but you're definitely gifted when it comes to bars. I think you're good with your flow. You know what it is when it comes to rapping. You know what it means to get your message across. And I think it did a great job for me. So I'm going to give that one a 7.5 out of 10. Your overall ranking of your song, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Kudos to you, brother. Kudos to you. And look, man, look, you just, the bury me, like, I'm vibing with it. I'm vibing with it really hard. Vibing really, really hard. All right, y'all. So we got another song on the list. Much love, brother. Y'all go check Isaac out. Go check him out. Go check out some of his other songs. Check out his page. See what he's all about, and keep working, bro. Both of the guys that I just did, I want y'all to keep at it. I think there's potential there, and if y'all work harder, there's definitely a lot on y'all plate that y'all can bring to the table. I got one more song on my itinerary. One more song. And this one, I believe, was brought to me by Tanya. Tanya recommended this one. Tanya's one of my mods. She brought it to me a while back. And it's been a while since I was able to get. The song is over a year old. Yeah. But like, I want everybody to go check it out. If y'all watch that and y'all enjoyed that song, go check out his other work. I think it was really worth it. Really worth it. Now, this next person I got on the list is called Rachel Geek featuring Jody B, and the name of the song is called Species. All right, Rachel Geek featuring Jody B, Species. Let's see what this one is about. Thank you for the recommendations, everybody. Thank y'all for reaching out and dropping these songs. I enjoy this. This is good. Now let's see what Rachel Geek has for us.
Lunatic, losing my minutes and moving it, I'm in too quick. Taking a break when I'm privileged, I've been a bitch. Know what'll wait when I'm interested. Know that I'll change when I'm disciplined. Know what'll break when I'm giving it. I give 2 shits. I guess it's what makes me lame. Part of my brain wants to complain about everything else that is contained inside the strange. Part of whatever needs help for the deranged. I can obtain whatever I want. Whatever I want if I make it okay.
Okay, so she did a good job jumping straight in here, right? Like, she did a good job jumping right into the flows. And when you're a smaller artist, sometimes the most important thing you can do is jumping straight in and letting people know what you're working with, because people are less likely to give you a chance. So you got to be wary of that. I think she did a good job on this one. She seems to be doing pretty good on her flow. There's a little wordplay there, even with the beat, and one of the words faded away or whatever.
Complain about everything else that is contained inside the strange part of whatever needs help for the deranged. I can obtain whatever I want. Whatever I want if I make it okay. But what is okay when you're afraid of believing what everyone thinks? I've been the same, life in a cage. Wanna leave everything that I don't break. This is a pain, paid as a day that I don't really be wanting in shame. Look at the fangs, I feel the same. I know that we'll be remembered one day. And I write to all the broken pieces that I know I made my demons. And this time,
this is a niche. Like, I think she has a niche sound. Right, I think she's trying to appeal to like isolated weird people. to really be honest, like I think she's trying to appeal to like those people at the edge of society, like the people who are necessarily like rejects of society, people who feel a little off and weird. Maybe they don't feel like they belong, and she has that sound. This is definitely niche. I don't see this sound being mainstream. This is not something that will ever probably go mainstream. I don't know what other kind of song she has, but the vibe from this I'm getting. I mean, I'll be honest, at this point, I really don't know what the song is about. I mean, I'm not getting any like message that's clearly like this is what this song is about. And maybe I'm missing it, but I mean, she can really flow. Like she has skills.
know that we'll be remembered one day. And I write to all the broken pieces that I know I made my demons. And this time through, it's okay to wanna run away from all the species. And I like to live inside a world where everybody is breathing. Look at my gun, gave it a pat on the head when I was still hoping on love. This is a drug, nothing feels better than when you can judge. I'm not a nun, I wanna become something that's better than what I just was. Feeling so deep, high on this buzz, high on the reasons that I am enough. High five in its own time when I revive, giving up fucks. Bury a diamond, give me your cuffs. I wanna bleed until I can come. Know that it's
okay. So we're like a minute and 39 seconds into the song. She's shown that she has lyrical ability. She's shown that she can flow, right? But I don't get. I'm not getting anything from the song. Like I'm not getting the message. Like nothing's landing enough for it to like matter. Like yeah, you can flow, but I'm getting this feeling of like, okay, you're just saying a bunch of things, and that's fine. But when you're saying a bunch of things, you got to make sure that the song is so hard, like so awesome, that people just want to listen, right? And I'm having mixed feelings about it. It's like, yeah, she has skill, but at the same time, like I'm not feeling anything. I'm not feeling anything. I'm not feeling excited. I'm not feeling sad. I'm not feeling anything. I'm just listening, and I'm like, okay, all right, maybe I'm missing it.
not giving a fuck. Bury a diamond, give me your cuffs. I wanna bleed until I can come. Know that it's weak, weirder than tongues. Under the dirt that is under my rug. I vacuum it up, shed a few tears, and then I play dumb. Just look at my thumbs. Look at the people that wanna believe what we perceive isn't a need in itself. Super white teeth, I take a knee for everyone else. Can we all bleed? Can we agree that we would reach healing with help when we release high on the peaks? Yeah, I wanna leave looking at trees. And I write to all the broken pieces that I know I made my demons. And
okay, when I said she was niche, she's niche. I think that people of a certain mindset will love this song and love her style, love the simplicity of it, love the calmness of it, and also just the nice little flow, right? I'm not saying that this song is bad. I'm not saying that. It's not for me. That's what I'm saying. And when a song isn't for you, it's kind of hard to judge it accurately because I can account for what other people might consider it to be good, but not necessarily going to say this is the song that I will put on replay. Me personally. But if somebody who was in her little niche, they probably would love this song and love listening to it, especially while they riding down the street and taking a little trip. They would love listening to this.
All the broken pieces that I know I made my demons. And this time through, it's okay to wanna run away from all the species. And I like to live inside a world where everybody is breathing.
So long as you are trying to make progress, you will go up. But up always implies down.
Okay, I do like I like the talking in the background. I'm one of those people that like music that puts like little clips in it to kind of like, in between the song, at the end of the song, beginning of the song. I'm a little weird on that part. Like I like little clips, and I think that right there I like.
So while you are trying to get better and better and better, that means that when you get to the best, you can only go on to the worst. And so you go round and round and round, ever chasing the illusion that there is something outside yourself, outside your here and now, to be attained that will make things better.
I said she got a song with Nova Rockefeller. Ain't that something? Look at what I don't know, right? Tell me what I don't know. I'm gonna give her a ranking. I'm gonna give her a Hobby Lobby ranking. I'm gonna get to y'all comments in a minute, so don't get upset with me. Like I said, y'all feeling generous. Y'all want to show me some love, buy me a cup of coffee or something. Drop a super chat. I appreciate that. So when it came to the bars, I think her bars were really good. Like I think her bars, she shows a very unique understanding of lyricism. I think that maybe her style may not highlight how good her bars are, but if you're listening to it, you're going to like it. You're going to say, oh, this girl has some lyrical ability. Not taking that away from her. So when it came to the bars, I think she deserves an 8 out of 10. A strong 8 out of 10. I think she can lyrically really show out. And I think maybe she has some songs that I don't know about that are really lyrically hitting. And I'm willing to give her that. And I would listen to another song to see kind of like, okay, because you got to appreciate lyricism. Because what is hip hop? What is rap without lyrics, right? So I'm giving her a strong 8 out of 10 on that. Kudos to her. When it came to the beat, this beat was not a banger. It wasn't something that was meant to blow out your subwoofs in the car. It wasn't that, but it was decent. I'll say it. It was decent. It was very a little complex, and I like the whole little blues or jazz feeling to it. I think it added to her style. I'll say that. I'm going to give the beat a 7 out of 10. When it came to the visuals, okay, she fed some ducks. There were a little camera tricks here and there. I'm going to give the visuals a 4 out of 10. I'm going to give the visuals a 4 out of 10, right? And we're going to run with that. Overall ranking for the song, I think I'm going to give it a strong 6.5. 6.5. You know what? I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I think it deserves a 7 out of 10. And that's me understanding that other people in her niche is going to love that song. Definitely. Got a super chat from my SCGA. Thank you for the $2. Much love. React to Dear Cow by Will Chaplin. Let's see. Dear Cow by Will Chaplin. Since you dropped the super chat, much love to you for that. Let me see. Is this a small YouTuber? Is this a small YouTuber? I don't want to get a copyright strike. Let's see. Let me look him up. See what we got. Will Chaplin. Dear Cow. Dear Cow. Chaplin. See. Dear Cow. Will Chaplin featuring the Marine rapper. This one has 131,000 views and plus some. But we gonna do it. We gonna do it for the super chat. Oh yeah, I mean he's not a super big artist, so we gonna do it for the super chat. Can you listen to "Shout Out" by JP? It's chosen. He is 15 years old. Let me get to the super chat and we'll consider it. I'm trying to read through y'all comments. Right, quick. It is Will and the Marine rapper. Okay, let's get it up here. Let's get it up for the people on the super chat. Gotta show love. So, boom. Let's get it. Dear Kyle. It's a little extra one for y'all. I know what this is about. This is about Kyle Rittenhouse. I know that's what this is about. Let's get it. On November 19, 2021, Kyle Rittenhouse was acquitted of all charges. All right. The court decision called a split in the United States, having many people wonder would the verdict be the same.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, please be seated.
Hey.
Oh, look
Kyle,
at
you were pawn on the narrative. They needed you. Heard all the comparisons, like you're Dylan Roof. But the hate is deep, growing every day. But they know the sheep believe everything they say. They painted you a white supremacist, no pedophile a hero. Feds hiding evidence, pride and prejudice. It was murder she wrote.
Yo, this man can't well be killing it. What can I say? What can I say? Like, I'm vibing with it. Like, I'm vibing with it. The beat is nasty. Like, the beat is nasty. But the message is clear, right? The message is clear. Stand on message.
Made a pedophile a hero. Feds hiding evidence, pride and prejudice. It was murder she wrote. They don't want justice, they just want to string you up, white boy. Cause you want to fight, boy. Defending your life, boy. I saw the video of Rosenbaum saying he want to cut your heart out. But they left that part out. Gage pulling the pistol, played around and found out. Hubble with the skateboard, watch that calm me hit the ground. Hey, I hope you sue the media and president for smearing your name. Get Dershowitz for a defamation case. You did what you had to do, and I would have done it too. If the pixels don't fit, you must have quit. Hey.
You know what? All right. So, what can I say, right? Like, the Kyle Rittenhouse case was so clear cut that it made no sense that people were really losing their minds over this, right? There were people who thought he killed black folks. There were people who thought he just drove across straight lines and was trying to kill a bunch of folk. No, I found it very hard that anybody paid attention to the facts of the case and came out in the conclusion that Kyle Rittenhouse was guilty and that it wasn't self-defense and that he was somehow at fault. And it seems like this song is like clearly just pointing out what we already know, what should have been apparent to so many other people. And doing it in a stylish way.
And I would have done it too if the pixels don't fit. You must have quit. Hey, like an executioner, they heard the truth. If you was on the ground and it coming at you, what would you do? I'd rather be just than carried by six.
Will got that voice, bro. That raspy, like saying, I knew it was coming. I was like, yeah, something coming after this first part of the hook. Yo, I like the whole judge by 12, carried by 6.
Carried by 6. I'd rather be stone cold hated than give them their wish. Yeah, I gotta stand my ground for my God-given right to live. I'd rather be just like 12 than carried by 6.
Near US, you pushing the narrative, and the people fool. It's all it's embarrassing. Wanna hide the truth. See, the love is fake. And the hate is real. You feed our fears, they believe everything they hear. Let's go. Twisting the case and
You hear the gun? Yo, that gun sound was cool, y'all. Okay, and yo, man, look, y'all getting me started. Right? They should have never made this political, right? It shouldn't even be political. And I'm thinking like, oh, I don't want to get into the politics tonight. But like, gosh, like, bro, they should have never made it political. They wanted Kyle Rittenhouse to be the scapegoat. They wanted to force all of their ideas and all of their problems with the country, and they wanted to shove it down this young man's image. They wanted him to pay the price for the racial division, for the woke mindset in America. They wanted him to suffer for it. They wanted him to be the scapegoat. And luckily, justice was served in this case.
Dear US, you pushing the narrative, and the people fool. It's all it's embarrassing. Wanna hide the truth. See, the love is fake. And the hate is real. You feed our fears, they believe everything they hear. Let's go. Twisting the case and you've been speculating if Kyle was black, then it wouldn't have happened. He would have been locked up or dead in the casket. Well, that isn't correct, cause here's some black men. What about Jonathan when it got threatened his life and then followed him inside the Walmart, the baby, they shot at him, killed him in self-defense, beat all the charges. Then what about Coffee? He fought against SWAT when they shot his apartment and killed his girlfriend, and he shot back a SWAT spot and they dropped on the charges. So where are you feeling? When we want progress, then it is imperative. We don't cry wolf when it isn't comparative to the racism of violent grandparents. They wasn't allowed to go out as marriage.
Yo, this man is spitting hard, right? Like the man bars is crazy. Like this ain't one of those like I'm gonna hit you with hard metaphors, but the man rhyme scheme and hitting it on the head every time. Like, yo, definitely hitting it right. He getting it right.
We don't cry wolf when it isn't comparative to the racism of violent grandparents. They wasn't allowed to go out as marriage. From a fountain, no mixing with fair skin. If you were darkest, can stay with the host and the smack with the spigot. This modern day whipping was told to go home with the breeze of resentment. They want everybody so stupid and lost. This is a chop for the moms in the pops. Cut off the news because racism taught.
Like an execution, otherwise they have the truth. If you was on the ground and it coming at you, what would you do? I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. I'd rather be stone cold hated than give them the wish. Yeah, I gotta stand my ground for my God-given right to live. Rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
This man is dressed like coward. Is this man dressed like coward in the house this whole time? Well, y'all take this thing to a whole new level, man. I'll tell you, bro. A whole new level. Dear cow. All right. So I've heard a lot of Cal Rittenhouse songs in my day. A lot of Cal Rittenhouse songs in my day. Who would have thought it would have come to this? But when it came to the bars, everybody, the bars, what can I say? I think that the Marine rapper murdered it. I think that my boy Will murdered it. I mean, what can you say? 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, perfect score. Look, there were some parts that wasn't as strong, but when they got going, they got going. I can't help it. Perfect score, 10 out of 10 on the bars. When it came to the visuals, everybody, the visuals, they were cool. They were great. I laughed. He was dressed like Kyle Rittenhouse. I had to laugh, right? It was funny. Like, it makes sense. It wasn't the most visually spectacular video, but I think they did what they could do. And I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. When it came to the beat, though, the beat was good. The beat wasn't perfect. It wasn't 10 out of 10, but definitely an 8 out of 10 for me. When it came to the overall ranking of the song, I'm giving this one an 8.5 out of 10. How the lobby ranking, that is what that song gets. Thank y'all so much for the recommendation. Thank you so much for the super chat, Mark. Appreciate you. Much love. Whew. So that's 4 songs that I've done tonight. And I think if you found any of the artists that I did a reaction video to and you liked it, or you thought they had potential and you want to see more of their work, like I said, the links are in the description below. So definitely go check them out. It helps. A subscribe helps. It really does. It really, really does. So, go show some love to where you feel like it belongs. Now, let me get back to some of this. You're welcome. Thank you, Mark, so much. I got my members in the house. Tracy, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. My favorite verse. Facts. Yeah. Don't look down, Tom McDonald. I've done Don't Look Down, Tom McDonald. I've actually done that already. So you got to go check it out on the on my Tom McDonald reaction playlist. Everything has a playlist now, so you're welcome. So y'all can go see all my reaction to all your favorite artists. Can you listen to Shattered by JP is Chosen? He is a 15-year-old. Chosen. Let's see. Do y'all want another reaction video? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Do y'all want another one? Classified Chill said he wants me to listen to Shattered by JP. He's 15 years old. I only had 3 people on my list. I already gave y'all 4, and that was due to the generous super chat by Mark. So y'all let me know. Y'all down for a new reaction video to Shattered by JP? Okay. Jay Charles say yes. What's up, man? Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. All right, I got one yes. If I can get 4 yeses, I'll do another reaction video to JP. To JP Shatter, or he'll have to wait till the next go around for my number 4 reaction. I need 4. So far, I'm gonna give Che Charles, and I'm gonna give the actual person who recommended it, which is let's see, I just missed it. Classified Chill. So that's 2. Then I got a third one from Tracy. Oh, Tracy's a member of the channel, so she gets 2 votes. So that automatically puts it over. Mark already said yes. So let's go with it. Shout out by JP. Let's see if I can find my guy here. Y'all got me on the roll tonight. Shout out JP. Okay, so what? Okay, let me make sure I'm finding the right one here now. Shattered by JP. Okay, let's see. I want to make sure I got the right artist here. Let me put it up here. Y'all can let me know if I got the right guy up here. Because a couple things popped up in this one. Is it this one? 1080p 60? Nah, I don't know. Let me see. It has a shattered wine glass. Okay, he's your friend. Okay, let's see. Okay, shattered wine glass. Let me see what I can find. Shattered wine glass. All right, shattered wine glass. They're making me dig deep for it. Let me put in music video. Let's see. Put in music. Let's see if it comes up. Shattered. Ooh. I might have to drop a link. Let me see. Making it hard to find. Oh, there I go. Okay, so is this one? JP is Chosen. That's the name of it. 1 view. Okay. All right. Let's get it built up here. Woo! Much love, man. Got 1 view, so I'm gonna be the second view on this one. So we much love to anybody, right? And thank you, Classified Chills, for recommending somebody, even though they only got 1 view on the video. It don't matter. Music is music, so we're gonna see how it go. Let's get it. Shattered by JP is Chosen, and I'm gonna be honest.
What does shattered mean? Isaac made this.
Shattered. My definition for broken and hurt is 2022. Shatter's a pronoun for earth. Shattered. You see depression that lurks, then people start dying because society blurs. Look to the left, pills create suicide. Look to the right.
Okay, so first initial thoughts, right? He's clearly 15. Right? And I'm gonna go ahead and give him a kudos for being 15 and putting music out there. The beat sounds pretty good so far. It ain't really dropped yet, but there's some background audio leaking through under his voice. Some if you ever doing recording and you're used to like using mics and stuff, like sometimes it'll pick up the background noise. There's definitely some of that behind his voice, but as far as the bars go, he's doing pretty good so far.
Society blurs. Look to the left, pills create suicide. Look to the right, alcohol drowns your mind. When you look up high, you kinda just lose your mind. When you're looking down, you see dead bodies in the ground. Shattered, where's our priorities at? While racism builds up again, the loyalty cracks. Shattered, people talk down every day, but you don't know what's going on when they're off the page. I'm done with all the hate. Hate me when you're perfect. I'm done with all the fakeness. How'd I even earn it? They playing with my mind. I had to go reserve it. It's getting dark inside. What happened to the furnace? I'm making newer friends. It's kind of...
All right, he has... Okay, I'm going to be honest. I would have clicked out this video by now. He has a lot of work to do when it comes to development. I was expecting the beat to drop at some point, and it may not be him. It may just be the beat, but this beat is not good enough to stay on the level that it is. As far as his bars go, he's 15. I don't expect him to be like rapping about deep subjects or anything, but he's trying to go deep on this one. But the bars aren't landing for me, and I think that he still has a lot of growth, a lot of growth. But we'll continue.
It's getting dark inside. What happened to the furnace? I'm making newer friends. It's kinda hard to trust. Some longer closer friends just left me in the dust. Backstabbing, cracking me, left me to die. Don't see no karma, so is this alright? Kinda hard to move on when you're living in the past. Some lessons that I learned is not every friendship will last. Relationships take time, so don't ever take them too fast. My future is brighter, I don't have to bring up my past. But music is a therapy. Honestly, couldn't make it if it wasn't there for me.
Okay, so I think given by the time he's 18, I think he clearly knows what hip hop is. He clearly knows what rhyming means. He clearly has a concept of hip hop and like what it takes to be good. I see that he has that concept. He just hasn't crafted it. So give him a few years. I think he's going to be more well in tune with like how to get his message across in a more receivable way that really sounds good. I think he would. I think the beat is just dead for me. The beat is dead for me, and I think it's not much you can do with this beat because it's plain. It doesn't have much going for it, and I think that it's just sometimes the beat will help carry an artist, even though their lyrics aren't like all the way there. But his beat isn't even carrying him.
But music is a therapy. Honestly, couldn't make it if it wasn't there for me. The popular kids like to always go and stare at me. They call me out and say I'm nothing, so don't hit me up when my music's buzzing. It's troubling me. Why do we feel this defeat? Why do we have so much heat in our mind that we want to retreat? Why do we have all the grief? Why do we hurt people deep? Why do we hate on each other but not expect them to leave? We've got to go to people. These feelings we can't handle ourselves. The problem is no one listens and no one wants to help. They care about the fame and the looks, but nothing about your health. You get so lonely and so depressed, you want to kill yourself.
All right, he has a message. Like he really does have a message. Like he's a 15-year-old, but it seems like he's wrestling with a lot of like deeper concepts and like about reality and life. Like you can tell he's a thoughtful 15-year-old. I would say that get him on better beats. Try to get him listening to like beats that will really grab the audience in. And then once the beat grabs them in, then his messaging will do the rest and then they'll catch the message. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes. But given his youth and how he sounds on top of the beat is not a good combination, and neither one is carrying the other. And I think that he should definitely pick more beats that will draw people in versus just relying on his message and lyricism at this point.
And that no one cares, cause that's where your mind puts you. The pain and the anger you bear has overtaken you. The people right over there have just mistaken you, cause you're a human too, with the feelings breaking through. Think of it, even if I am a famous rapper, I'm still flesh, bone and skin, nothing changed after. You could shoot me anytime and then I would die right after. I only got one life, so that means every breath matters. I gotta keep up with this fight and ignore everybody that lies. Calling right out of the dark and the light, carry the burdens that told me to die. Never do drugs when I'm reaching new heights. Darkness said I wasn't gonna survive, but to me it looks like I'm alive. And I'm only that one of a kind, who does everything but not everything. With these broken moments I'm learning, whether it's happy me or it's shattered me, I'm still gonna put work in. And I still got the passion in me that is burning, cause every feeling inside of me is a fuel of my furnace. Basically, you don't gotta give up, even though life might get that rough. Trust me, I've been through that much.
You know, it's funny, like, even though he's young, he's better than a lot of guys I know that's 21, 22, 30 who still rap and still can't get the concept of like good like rhyme schemes. I think he definitely is going to have a lot of potential. I just think that having that young voice, talking about the type of subjects he is, for one, people aren't going to take him as serious, and for two, like I said, the beat.
Basically, you don't gotta give up, even though life might get that rough. Trust me, I've been through that much. Don't try to make your life rush. Don't keep yourself in the dust. Forget the people who judge, cause you can get yourself up. It just takes time to adjust. Enjoy every moment you have in the end. You don't gotta make yourself feel like a sin. Sometimes you don't have to set your intent. Reflect on your life and the person you've been. Live in the moment and never pretend that you're doing good. Go talk to your friends. I know everybody still wants you to live. You don't gotta hide and do what I did, cause I just got shattered.
All right, so I'll say this, right? kudos to him for, giving it a shot, giving it a chance, putting himself out there. Kudos for that, right? I was 15 years old and I was rapping, and like I didn't have a beat to rap to, so I used to just write. I used to just write, and the beat was in my head, right? So like getting started early, especially if you're trying to pursue something, is very good. He seems to want to focus on real stuff versus like the flashy or the gangster rap and stuff like that. So I give him positivity points for that as well. So I'm gonna give him a Hobby Lobby ranking, and there's much room for improvement. So definitely take this as positive criticism if he's watching this or if you're gonna show him this. But when it came to the bars, I think that the bars, he sounded monotone, like many of the viewers said, monotone, like there's no style. He needs to develop a style with his rap. He's clearly got the lyrical capabilities and he understands what it means to be rapping. So I'm gonna give him a 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. And the 3 comes from definitely the fact that he did pretty good when it came to rhyming words and sticking on a message that he was trying to get across. So I'm giving him a 3 out of 10. When it came to the beat didn't carry him at all. The beat did nothing. It didn't help. He might as well should have been rapping a cappella. So I'm going to give that beat a 0 out of 10. I think that beat just wasn't a beat at all, honestly. 0 out of 10. And there was no visual. So I guess the overall ranking for the song, I guess I'm going to have to give it a 2 out of 10. So that might be the lowest, but this is honesty, right? And I think that the easiest thing for even nobody in the game, it doesn't matter who you are, what level you're on, is you want people who will give you honest, constructive criticism so that you can improve and get better. So take that with as you will. Thank you so much for the recommendation. Let's see what the people are saying. This beat with these lyrics make him sound kind of monotone. I like the lyrics though. Yeah, the message was definitely good, and the lyrics were pretty good. Yeah, he needs a more full spectrum beat. This is rap, so the monotone in his voice could be fixed and more emotion in the bars with emphasis on certain points. A switch up on the flow would go long. Yeah. Let's see. Classic Chill says, "Got Me" by JP is chosen in his newest, and the beat is better. But if you want, you can check it out on your own time. Or maybe I'll put it on the list for a future, reaction. Definitely, I want to make sure that other people definitely get their time to shine and get their voice heard, because we all a family here, right? And at one point, I didn't have any subscribers. Nobody knew who I was, and all it took was other people, really, taking a chance on me and hearing me out. So that's all. That's what it's all about. Positive criticism for sure. What's up, Wildflower? Because this kind of sounds like he has a lot to say that people could use to hear, even if not at all at once. And most importantly, he has the pen game to pull it off. Yeah, I see great potential. I definitely see great potential, especially he's focusing on these type of things. Who knows where he'll go? And one thing about people who are like complex thinkers and deep thinkers, they can do all of that shallow stuff that most of these rappers do these days. So he can go either way. I found like many younger people who may not necessarily have much help with things, packing as much into one punch seems important. Yeah, definitely. Wildflower into the building. So that's my reactions for those music videos. I think that I enjoyed them. If y'all didn't catch all of them, y'all should go back and listen to them, because you might find some surprises. Hopefully y'all got a chance to see all of them. I appreciated that. I need a place for y'all to be able to drop links so that I can, keep up with them. Because, I love doing this, but I always leave them wanting for more is best. Absolutely. So, a lot going on in the world today. I told myself I wasn't going to get into the politics and all that stuff today. So I'm going to put that on the back burner. I think we should be able to live and we should be able to enjoy life without, everything being into the politics. Oh boy. So what do y'all think? So as always, I enjoyed this. I hope y'all have a great night. Thursday, I'm going to be doing a live stream. Thursday, I'm going to be coming with some reaction videos. I'll be taking calls as well. So if y'all want to give me a call, y'all want to have any subjects, anything that crosses y'all mind throughout the week, think about it and, write it down or whatever. And you can bring it up in the future. You can always do that. So that's what's going on Thursday. Yeah. Y'all drop a like while y'all at it. I know sometimes we forget, but a like really goes a long way. Helps other people know that you enjoyed it and that they might enjoy the content as well. I showed up late, sorry, but y'all always have this one in my watch again later list because I want another listen at those bars. Definitely. And like I said, every link is in the description below. Every link is in the description below. So I went and I made a lot of videos for members only, a lot of music reaction videos that didn't got copyright strikes or whatever. So if you went and you try to watch a certain video and it might say members only, that's only because it's copyrighted and I'm not making any monetization off of that. So I had to make a decision because YouTube doesn't pay very much and I put a lot of time and effort into these videos. So the members, the people who pay $1.99 or $3.99 or up above will get those videos. So it's all free for them. Well, it's not free, but definitely if y'all want to get all of the content, even the ones that I can't put out because it's copyright strike, then definitely think about becoming a member. You can definitely drop a like. You can subscribe if you're new to the channel, and you can also do a super chat or make a donate or a tip. Help Javier out before I go broke over here. You know what I mean? Straight up. That's why you my favorite. Don't tell nobody though. Don't tell Elaine. Don't tell Tracy. Yeah. So, I went on another guy's channel last week, right? And this was a conservative, it was a black guy. And I decided, like, after I got done with my live stream, I went on his channel and I joined on his channel to have a discussion. And it was about, and I was really iffy, like, should I cover this or even if I should talk about it, right? Because I have the expectation that if I'm talking to another conservative or whatever, that there is going to be a general sense that we can agree on certain things. And let's just say that I walked into that conversation with the totally different wrong idea, right? And it went down south quickly. And this guy, apparently there was a female black woman and she got into an altercation with a police officer and was pushing him. The police officer turned around and slapped her to the ground. I thought that the police officer could have handled that situation better. This conservative and the conservatives on his panel and his group thought that the police officer was justified in slapping the crap out of this woman, not only slapping her to the ground, but they thought that he could have done much worse, and they were happy and excited and they were celebrating it. And I tended to disagree. I think that police officers are held to a higher standard and that given the circumstances, there was nothing to justify an officer open slapping a female down to the ground. And let's just say they kicked me out of the panel group after somebody paid $100 to get me kicked off. So that's how that went. I'm not going to name the guy because I just don't want to give him the time and recognition. He was as respectful as he could be up to a certain point, but there was a lot of misrepresentations, a lot of fallacies, and I just felt like he wasn't they wasn't listening to the conversation as carefully as they thought. And sometimes I assume that people are going to be more generous with how they approach other people in conversation. But some people on YouTube only care about shock value and money. Some people only care about what they can say to get the most money and what will cause the people that already agree with them to agree with them 10,000 times more. I'm not that guy. I don't think I'm ever going to be that guy. I would rather be in a room full of people who disagree with me, that will challenge me, cause me to think and expand my horizon, than sit around in a jerk fest and have a whole bunch of people just agree with me 100% on everything that I talk about. So with that out of the way, that was a unique experience for me. And it really made me question exactly, like, who are the people? Everybody that's on your side is not on your side. Everybody who claims to have your title or your label or to be a part of your team is not necessarily good for you or doing justice to the cause. And I'm not claiming that I'm always 100% right, but the least I'm willing to do is open my ideas up for other people to criticize, engage with other people, and see where they get. Right? They paid $100 to get me off the panel. If they paid $100 to get you off the panel, you must have really hurt someone's feelings. They paid $100 to get me off the panel, right? And I was shocked. The guy told me, the host of the show told me that he apologized, but he's a capitalist first. And he's a capitalist, and the guy paid $100 to get me off the panel, so he had to go with the money, right? I fail to understand this concept. Being a capitalist does not mean that you have to sell out your values for cash. I just didn't understand that part of it. Being a capitalist doesn't mean that you somehow put money above all else. It was $100. It was like $99. It was like $99. I remember seeing it. Or maybe I was wrong, but it seemed like I saw that guy put out a $99. But I could be wrong. Dave, he saw it, he was there. So and I was just shocked. I would never kick somebody off of my show, my live stream, or anything for money. The only time I would kick somebody off of my show is if I'm unable to have an educated conversation with them. And it's it's gotten to the point where it's not productive for anyone watching. But I would never kick somebody off for money. I'm a capitalist as well. I believe that money is important and that people should make decisions that, help them in the world when it comes to finances. But I do believe that some things are more important than money. My values, the people I support, family structure, these are the things that I feel like are more important than money. And to see a conservative put money above his values, it really, really disappointed me. And it made me really, really question exactly some of the people that belong in the conservative movement. Exactly, right? And for some reason, I think that, and I'm gonna have this conversation because I think it's important to have. These are the people who hold influence in social media. Absolutely, right? And I think this conversation is important to have. Me either. I understand that business is business, but business is about principles. No way, right? And we got too many people selling out for money. Too many people are dividing us. Too many people are taking advantage of other people for the sake of making a dollar bill. I cannot get behind that concept. Now, this is something that I've been thinking about heavily. There are groups of people who call themselves Black conservatives, and they're more Black than they are conservative. Hear me out when I say this. They are more Black than they are conservative, which means they make their money and their bread and butter off of exploiting racism. They exploit the Black community to make money. And the reason I say that is because 80%, maybe 90% of their content is based around race. All they do is focus on race. Their whole niche is race. I think if you're going to talk politics, it has to be more important than everything focusing on race. You cannot, on one hand, say that you want to see other people as individuals, but at the same time, you spend most of your time tearing down a group of people based on their color. It's very popular to be a Black conservative and tear down the Black community for the sake of making profit. And if it wasn't profitable, they wouldn't spend majority of their time tearing down the Black community. I'm not defending the Black community. I've had many videos and many times where I spent criticizing certain aspects of the Black community, but I am nowhere near delusional enough to think that that's the only thing that matters. You should call things out when it's important. But when these Black conservatives scour the internet trying to find every time a Black person is doing something that's shameful or that's hurtful to the Black community so that they can make a video about it and get hundreds of thousands of views so that they can make money off of it, to me, I think the incentive is wrong. Now, I personally like to engage with people who are more than just Black conservatives. I like Ben Shapiro, for example, talks about a wide variety of subjects. Whether you agree with him on some things, disagree with him on some things, at least he talks about a wide variety of subjects. He will touch on taxes. He will touch on infrastructure. He will touch on certain policies and things of that sort that will get you to think outside the box, figure out why you have the values that you have, and question where you need to question. But some of these Black conservatives, they spend all of their time only focusing on the Black community. And if they were working, if what they were doing was working, you would really see a change. They claim that there's a change, but it's not necessarily true. And I know this from experience. And you would see statistically that much more Black people would be driving away from the Democratic Party in numbers if these Black conservatives were having the impact that they wish they had. So I just don't think that it's productive to just beat down the Black community. And I guess I will never be one of those Black conservatives. I don't consider myself a Black conservative. I consider myself a conservative. I just happen to be Black, right? But I will never be one of those Black conservatives who spend majority of my time just beating down the Black community in any shape, form, and fashion that I can get my hands on. I just can't do it. If that means that I won't go on these guys' shows, That's perfectly fine with me. I spend most of my time talking to people I disagree with than people who agree with me. And I'm perfectly fine with that. And I think most of y'all should take the time to do that. When things get popular, like political ideology, religion, dog breeds, and other pets, et cetera, there are people who show up because it gets popular. The bandwagon attracts low quality people. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Tracy says people who would compromise their principles are no different than corporate business jumping on the latest cash grab. Absolutely. 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 I will take quality over quantity every day. I agree with you as well. And that's what I'm trying to create here. I'm trying to produce here. And to me, when people call me, if somebody in the Black community call me a sellout, right? What they ultimately mean is I don't agree with them, right? It's one thing to be called something. It's another thing to answer to something, right? And I know that the only way that I can ever be a sellout to anybody is if I sacrifice my values for something else. If I sacrifice what I believe in, or the thing that motivates me in life, or if I sacrifice my audience or people livelihoods or their ideas for the sake of getting rich, I am not. And I'm sorry, but I will go after these conservatives as hard as I go after these liberals if I have to, because I care about truth, I care about honesty, and I care about conservative values. Could I be wrong with some values? Some people don't want me to ever be wrong. Some people say you should never tell people you're wrong. You should never tell people that you might not know something. I don't agree. I just don't agree. And how do you trust somebody who's never wrong? How do you trust somebody who says, you know what, I didn't know that? How do you trust somebody? So I would rather go to war with Black conservatives, certain conservatives, liberals. It doesn't matter. I care about people knowing the truth. And once you know the truth, or once you are introduced to an idea and you decide to disagree with me, or you decide to go another way, that's what freedom is about. That's freedom. That's what this whole thing is about. Being able to decide for yourself what kind of life you want to live, what kind of values and principles you want to have, and being able to teach your children and your community and deciding for yourselves. And that's what this is about. This is not about tribalism. It doesn't mean that you have to agree with Javier and everything that he says in order to be a true conservative. These guys literally said because I was deciding to criticize the cop for slapping that female, that I somehow wasn't conservative. They literally said that, as if my conservative worldview is boiled down to whether I defend a cop in one situation or another. They wasn't listening. They clearly wasn't listening. And I knew that like 10 minutes into the conversation that, okay, I walked into a situation where I'm expecting people to be educated and intelligent, and I'm not getting that. And it was a letdown, and it was disappointing to engage with other people who supposedly have the same political philosophy as me, but put none of the work into actually developing those values. Empty barrels make the most noise. These people are not truly in search of justice, all rights for the Black community. They're just the way it looks to say that they are trying to take a stand. Absolutely. Absolutely. And don't get me wrong, it pays. It pays well. I'm not going to necessarily say, but okay, I'm laying my cards out. Right? A year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, I can't remember how long ago it was, but I had a certain member on my channel who was a part of the Uncle Tom film. And I did an interview with him, and we had a conversation about the film and things of that sort, right? And he invited me to be a part of the Uncle Tom Part 2, right? And I was like, well, I'm open for it, but I'm going to be me. I'm going to tell my truth. I'm not going to just jump on the bandwagon and say what you want me to say. I'm going to say what I want to say, but I'm willing to be on the film, especially if I can give a diverse point of view. And let's say the Uncle Tom 2 is coming out, or it came out. No one called me. No one got in touch with me. No one followed up. And, I still have contact with that person, and I could have reached out to him. But at the same time, I realized that they're only interested in the Black conservative who agree with a certain ideology that Black conservatives must accept. I am an individual. Being a conservative means representing people and believing that people are individuals. I refuse to go along with a collective mindset in order for me to be a part of something. And that just is the way it is. So at this moment in my life, Black conservatives are not my friends. They are not my group. They are not my tribe. There are conservatives who happen to be black that we might get along, but I am not a part of the black conservative movement. I am not a part of the Blexit. I am not a part of them. I am my own individual. I don't care if black people agree with me. I only care that black people think for themselves, because I don't want black people to be a monologue. I don't want them to all think alike. I don't want them to agree with everything a conservative says or everything a liberal says. I got this way for thinking for myself. And that's all I want to inspire people to do. They think it's better to punch a woman than subdue her if she's slapping you. Exactly. Like, then when there's other officers standing around in the circumstance and the situation, you would think that some of the officers would have intervened, but they didn't. And I'm not a conservative for bringing that simple fact up. And that's kind of like what it went through. And I had to think really hard. I wasn't upset or angry about it. I just had to really think about, okay, this is much worse than I thought it was. There are people out there who are suffering from a tribal ideology, and they don't even know it. They think they're free thinkers, but they're not. I believe in the police. I think that police have a very important job. That does not mean that I have to defend police in everything that they do. Just like Uvalde, for example. There's much criticism to be had there. And I just refuse to believe that because I'm a conservative that I have to automatically take the side of the police in every single situation and circumstance. They're the black types that get their kicks off of creating personal opinion with shock value. Exactly. Shock value sells, everybody. Remember that. When you go out here and you watch these people's shows, make sure you're looking for something more than just, I want your attention. Just make sure you're doing that, right? Because guess what? If you have kids, these people might be the people that your kids are listening to one day. These might be the thought leaders of the future. And you got to make sure that you're not allowing these people to turn you into their product. So I appreciate Candace Owens. I appreciate Officer Tatum. I appreciate many of these black conservatives. But what I will not do is agree with them for the sake of them being black conservatives. If I see them do 100 good things, I will compliment them and I would agree with them. But if they do one thing that I disagree with, I will say something and I will disagree. And that's perfectly fine. But I don't have to be a part of a club. I don't have to be bought into the fold. I don't have to be one of the black conservatives. That's fine with me. I'm a YouTuber. I'm Javier. I have my own show. I have my own people who decide to listen to me. And I love y'all. I love y'all, right? That's what it's about for me. That's it. That's it. J. Charles is like, damn, have mentality. Everyone who follows them are just mindless drones. Flower, any tribe who is so obtuse as to think that their views are the only way to see things make my head hurt. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't know if I'm getting soft. I don't know. I don't know if y'all might have saw some videos where I go hard on people, but I might be getting soft. But I have my moments. And sometimes I can get over a tipping edge where I just gotta go hard on people. And sometimes I might just have to go hard on folk, and that's just the way it is. But like, I want to make a clear message. I am not a part of the black conservative movement. I am a part of Blexit. I am not a part of those groups. I am a conservative man who happens to be black. I am an individual. I think for myself. I put my own ideas out there. Welcome to challenge it. Welcome to converse, agree, disagree. And that's the beauty of it. That's America. I'm pro-American. I'm pro-people. I'm pro-gun. I'm pro-speech. I'm pro all those things. And the moment I see somebody violate those values, I have an obligation to speak out against it. Period. Period. People can't reason out their officers who are supposed to uphold the law are trained to de-escalate situation in as much as non-violent way as possible. Absolutely. I was told that officers are trained to defend themselves in any shape, form, or fashion, any way that they please, which I know is false. None of them could have given me any information where an officer was trained to open their hand and slap somebody down to the ground. None of them will ever be able to give me any evidence to the fact. Never. To see a bunch of black men call themselves conservatives and sit around and laugh and joke about a police officer open hand slapping somebody to the ground and find that to be something to celebrate, I have realized that there is more work to be done, and it's not just against liberals. And I knew this going in, but I didn't know it was this bad. So, you know, for those of you who are religious, for those of you who believe in Jesus, one thing I always agreed about Jesus was his message was it didn't matter what was popular at the time. It didn't matter what people had become used to and accustomed to. He was about what was right, even if that means sacrificing himself in the process. So, you know, that's something we could definitely draw on. It's something that I 100% agree with. Not soft laugh out loud, just picking your battles. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've gotten wiser as time has gone on. I realized that certain battles are worth fighting, whereas other ones are not. And I'm very careful on where I choose to fight those battles because I want to set an example. I want to make sure that when you click off my live stream or you click on one of my video, that you don't feel miserable. Like you don't feel like all hope is lost. I want you to feel as if you learned something, you gained something, or that you feel a little better about life and that you're ready to go out into the world and take on things. Everything isn't about politics. And there's beauty in life. There's beauty in raising a family. There's beauty in being a part of something bigger than yourself. There's beauty in all of those things. And people will get involved in these things and they will just tear you down and make you ugly. I like the show and thought your logic could help them and their numbers could help you. I thought, I went into it and you gave me the recommendation. And, like I said, I'm always open to talk to anybody. And I'm going to talk to the guy again. But I got quickly what was going on in that situation. He found an audience that agrees with him and he's feeding the beast, right? The super chats, the money's coming in. And when you start seeing numbers, you start seeing money coming in, then you start to feed that beast and you start to double down and go harder and harder. And I'll say what Jesus said, what profits a man to gain the world but lose his soul? Right? And I'm not even a Christian. Right? Some of these people claim to be Christians. What profits a man to gain the world but lose his soul? That's the same thing I'll say to conservatives. Any conservative out there who's willing to put profit over values. What profit a man to gain the world but lose his soul? Period. Period. It's pandering. One-on-one. One-on-one. All right. So I appreciate y'all. I love Hobby Lobby. I appreciate these live streams. I wish I could go on live streams for 4 or 5 hours and we could just talk about videos and we could, dive deep into different discussions and stuff like that. And one day, mark my words, one day, I am going to be a full-time YouTuber. One day. And one day, I'm going to use my voice, my platform, to engage and to enhance conversation. I'm going to challenge people. I'm going to piss people off. I'm going to have them push against me. I'm going to get frustrated. We're going to get frustrated together. And that's the beauty of the journey. The money can be addicting, right? And some of these guys never seen money like that. So I can understand the temptation, but at the same time, I mean, society is made worse because so many people are willing to chase money over values. They sold truth for $10 or $100, period, right? And that's how much it costs. Freedom costs $1.05. I don't know if y'all remember that from that movie, Team America or something like that. If y'all didn't see that, I gotta go check it out with the little puppets. That was hilarious. But yeah, Thursday I'll be doing another live stream. I'll have some videos to react to, maybe take some calls or and we'll see where it goes. Maybe I'll try to get a guest, somebody who come on, rap with me, and we can do this thing live. See where it goes. That reminds me. Have you heard Mises' track "Christ Ain't"? No, I got it on my list, and I almost did that song instead of the Mises song that I did last week. But it's on my list. Trust me, I'm gonna get to it. It's one I think you'll like and would be awesome conversation piece. Laugh out loud. Yeah, it's on my list, and I'm gonna get to it. I almost did it last week, but I got a good bit of songs for Mises, Burden, Tom McDonald. I got so many different songs to where I'm just trying to keep up. Have you added to the trailer for My Son Hunter yet? No, I haven't. I haven't even heard about it. I gotta go look it up. I might do a reaction to it on Thursday. Like I was trying to say, Hive mentality. Absolutely. Oh, and Friday is Tom's Day. Black and white was important too. Oh, Tom finna drop another one on Friday. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I do my best to get that reaction out. You know, I definitely do my best. So y'all, I enjoyed this. I'm gonna let y'all get out of here. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button before y'all leave. I thank for the super chat and any tips, and thank y'all for spending y'all time with me. I appreciate it. It's always, a pleasure of mine. I'm gonna have to look that up too. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up, and maybe I'll do my reaction to that trailer Thursday. But I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching and being a part of this experiment. That's what America is. It's an experiment. Just like my YouTube channel, it's an experiment. It's a movie coming out about Hunter and the Bidens. Breitbart is putting it out. All right. Well, I'm gonna look at Thursday. Make sure y'all remind me Thursday. I'm gonna do a reaction to that trailer. Much love as always. Much love to everybody. Peace and glory, everybody. Peace and glory. Be peaceful, everybody, and be great. Be great. Till next time, y'all. I'm out.
1 in a million to 1 billion. Too hot to be in the kitchen. I'll end up melting the ceiling.